All right, good morning. Today is November 21st. This is the pre-bid for RFP Legislative Management System. I do want to say that the city is working out of a new um, bidding system called UNA, bonfire in parentheses.
Repeat what it's
So
called again?
UNA,
Okay, thank you.
yep, UNA, but it was called bonfire, but I think they recently changed the name of the product. I don't know.
F.
Yep.
Oh, it's right there.
Yep. So I think a lot of suppliers are have joined and registered for the system, so we appreciate that. All right.
Wonderful. Great news.
So here's a quick agenda. We'll just do an overview of the pre-bid process, project timeline, project background, description, some key response times, and also Q&A. Just a quick overview of the bid process. Just FYI, this call is being recorded. I do request for all the vendors on the call to put your name and company that you're calling from in the chat for me. Also an email contact if you can, that would be great. I do want to do a round of introductions as well on the city side, so I guess we can do that now. I'll start it off. My name is Justin Early, City of Detroit Procurement. Buyer for this project. Amber.
Good morning. My name is Amber Easton, and I'm with the City of Detroit Department of Innovation and Technology. And our technology group supports the city clerk's office and the Department of Elections. Nice to meet everybody.
Andre or Michael?
Good morning. My name is Andre Gilbert. I'm the Deputy City Clerk for the City of Detroit. And this is our RFP.
Good morning. My name is Michael Nimmons, IT Manager for the City Clerk's Office and Department of Elections, subject matter expert for Legislative Management System.
Thank you. Thank you all. All right, and let's go around real quickly and just voice your name and company that you're calling from on the vendor side, any order.
Eric Moyne, Security Solution Services.
Jim Heston, Arbola.
Lucas Casey, Granicus.
Alex Delora, Navient.
Sophia Monroe, Underwood.
Heather Felstead, Boardable.
Jerica Guerra, Granicus.
Tara Norback, Granicus.
All right, is that everyone? All right, we appreciate it. Thanks for joining. Okay, as we move along, all bidders are encouraged to ask questions. At any time, feel free to raise your hand or jump in and let us know if you have a question. All questions are unofficial today until you post them in the portal, the messaging function, and the bonfire or unit in writing in the supplier portal. If we don't get to a question today, feel free to submit additional questions in that portal as well. All right. Again, today we're seeking qualified vendors to provide an off-the-shelf solution for legislative management and public records management. Key language is off the shelf. All right. On the screen, there's a project timeline overview. This was advertised November 14th. There's a question deadline of December 5th by 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Proposal is due December 15th. about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the supplier portal, Bonfire, aka Una, or Una, aka Bonfire. Work schedule, start date is dependent upon city council approval. Once we get to that stage, it's selected. All right, some key items that are included in the RFP is attachment A through F. You can see what they are on the screen. These are attached to the RFP, to the bid itself in Una, aka Bonfire. Definitely want to make sure that you submit your pricing on the attached, I think pricing sheet or format that we have. And also for you to complete attachment F for sure, the requirements matrix for legislative management software. And we also have a model IT contract, so you can see the city's terms. Feel free to submit your red lines along with your bid. If selected, it would help speed up the contracting process. Of course, we have forms, affidavits, and documents as well. Those Form D, Attachment D is not necessarily required to be submitted. Some docs are, some aren't. I think we require the majority of those documents to be submitted if you're awarded the bid. So awarded the RFP. So now it's time for I skipped ahead for the overview. If you all, Michael or Andre, give this high level overview RFP, and then we'll open up for Q&A.
So I can give a brief overview of the legislative management system. As Justin early mentioned, we're looking for off-the-shelf legislative management system that we can use to create agendas, and departments can submit their items to our office via this system electronically. Our clerks can combine those items and create a comprehensive agenda that can be used for our city council formal sessions, and then that same agenda can also be used to create other standing committee agendas. Those items can be used for those subsequent agendas as well. And with the current system we have, that's one of the modules, a meeting module that we have. And then we also able to stream and record live sessions, both video and audio. And our clerks are able to timestamp the videos through the agenda, so that once the meeting has concluded, end users can go back to the public facing site on our City Detroit's website, and they're able to view both the agenda and the meeting without having to watch the whole meeting. They can just click through various clips of the meeting and also follow along with each agenda item as they see fit. So that's kind of what we're looking for in the legislative management system. Things are done with, we also have a report module, a report manager that gives each department its own customized workflow. So when items are created, there's an internal approval process that they can undergo, that each item is approved internally before it's submitted to our office to be added to city council formal session agenda. We're looking for a collaborative virtual space, cloud-based system that anybody can access around, anywhere they are in the world, as long as they have internet access and their login and user ID. Did you want to add anything to that, Andre?
No, I think you pretty much covered a lot. Pretty much covered everything. So I'm ready for questions if anyone has any questions.
Yep. And then we do have, everyone keep in mind, we do have our IT, SOM here, Amber, to guide us on any IT questions. So we'll open up the floor. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Andre and Mike. Vendors, feel free to dive in. I don't know if you had a chance to review the RFP, but we could skim through it now and see if you have any questions. And again, if not, at a later date, just post them in that portal, supplier portal, and then we'll get them answered right away.
I had a quick question. This is a software underlay again. We did take a brief look at the RFP. We definitely want to review it more, but could we get maybe some example data sets of like maybe some things that could be exported from your system, but obviously are not proprietary, but just like uh, examples of overall how users, use the platform today. So something that we can like go off and see how it easily fits within an off-the-shelf system.
If I understand the question correctly, you'll want an example of pretty much um, how people use the system as well as what's being built in the system, exported out
Yeah,
the system.
yeah,
Okay.
that's possible. So like I know, you have the application and you probably have some screenshots, but if there's like screenshots of the
Okay.
application plus like an exported like data sets of like what you're doing now, so that we can kind of get like a maybe a better like back end view of like
Okay.
all the ways people are using the system, like from a data perspective. But that'd be very, very helpful.
So I don't want to show you the actual system we're using now, but I can show you. I can share and screen share our agenda that comes out of the system. Let me see.
Yep. Go right ahead.
Give me 1 second.
And then that agenda is public on the city's website, right? That's part of the functionality as well.
Right. So, yep. And then you know what? I'll do a screen share, and then I'll just share the link in the chat for everyone. So let me share. All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is an example of what's created in um, the current legislative management system that we have. Um, One, we have a landing page here on the city's website, which is a calendar. Constituents can come to this calendar to select whatever public meeting they want to see. They'll click it. We have an agenda here. This agenda is what's being built in the system. City council staff, as well as departments, upload documents to the system to build out each agenda. Each agenda has the item attached to it. So constituents and others, they can go in, they can click the item, open up the item, see what it's about, as well as for the minutes portion, constituents can click the item, it's time stamped, it goes to the section of the meeting where the item that was taking place. Again, the associated documents are attached to the item. And again, these are items that are uploaded by departments as well as city council staff. Once they're uploaded, our clerks pretty much forms the agenda. We put each item in the order it should be in, and we send it off to the council president or chair of the committee for them to approve. But that's basically the gist of it. And I'll send a link to everyone in the chat, or share a link for everyone in the chat.
Great, thank you. There any other questions from vendors?
How would the current data that's in your system right now be provided to the upcoming potential vendor to migrate?
Yeah, so the current vendor has the capability to export that data over to whoever we select.
Thank you.
Can you quantify the size of the data roughly that needs to be migrated?
Mike, this is more your lane. Mike Nimitz?
I'm sorry, I thought I realized I was on mute. We've been on with this current vendor since 2020, actually 2019, I believe.
Yeah.
And so we have all of all of our council sessions since then, since that point, meeting every Tuesday.
I think
And
the
there's
I think the RFP said that we're only to bring 3 years over. Is that correct, or should we bring over since the system was online?
Oh, it's 3 years. It's 3 years worth of data.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
no problem. So yeah, we'll be looking to bring that data over to the new system. And when we're looking at the size of it, is because we are one of the largest municipalities for the current vendor. I'm sure whoever we decide to go with would definitely need to have the capacity to handle the volume of meetings that are currently being exported, as well as whatever meetings that we'll have to deal with for the future.
That's what I'm thinking. Plus, with all the video in there, that's
Yeah,
got to
that's
be pretty sizable. So that's why I was asking.
absolutely. And without getting into the weeds with specific numbers, uh, you know, just to give you a general idea, our meeting schedule, is pretty intense, Monday through Friday. We have council sessions. Well, our weekly council sessions for city council formal is Tuesdays, and they go from 10 a.m. till 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have their standing committees, the subsequent standing committees that come out of those formal sessions. So those meetings themselves are about an hour and a half. So we're looking at, quite a bit of data, not just to export, but to even think about for the future. Yeah, hopefully I answered your question.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yes, you did. Thank you, Michael. So yeah, there's a significant amount, but there's an even, of course, greater in the future that we're looking at. And again, it is what I thought as far as the video, et cetera, that we're looking at. So it's
Right.
significant. Okay.
No
Is your
questions
current
from the team.
vendor, sorry,
Oh, I just wanted to report that the Granicus team doesn't have any questions at this point. We appreciate you hosting this meeting. Thank you.
is your current vendor going to be participating in the RFP?
I believe so.
Thank you.
Yes, yep, they're participating. I should say they're allowed to participate. I don't know if they are. Any other questions?
Yeah, this is Alex Deloro from Navient. Question on AI. I noticed there was an AI document that we'll have to complete if there's AI being used in the solution, but was no mention of it in the scope as a need or a want. Can you elaborate on that if it's a preference or a want here?
More so a want. We currently don't have any AI. There's not an AI portion of the current system that we're using, but we would like to see what's out there. That if there's a system that does have some type of AI capability that could fit our needs.
Okay, thank you.
Any other
Will you
questions?
be,
Okay,
will
sorry.
you be providing the recording to us following the meeting?
Yes, so once we finish the meeting, we should be able to produce I think it's a YouTube link, and then we would post it in Una, aka Bonfire.
So I also have a question, like, in terms of the difficulty for the data transfer, like, let's say if your vendor, is just going to be open to like giving credentials or making like, whatever buckets they have on AWS very like accessible, a transfer for like multiple terabytes of information is relatively simple. But depending on the complexity of somebody's internal system, it could be complicated if it's like amongst a lot of distributed servers, right? So my question is like, your current vendor, is their architecture or like how they have the system going to be added essentially to the RFP? Because it sounds like a lot of this is really based on, also a lot of this could be based on like the current system of your current supplier.
I'm not sure if I understand the question. Can you rephrase it?
Um, so so let's say your current provider is on one cloud provider like AWS, right? Then let's say if they have all their information in one place like S3, like an S3 bucket, right? Then if they describe like that's their current um, overall like architecture of the system, or then it would be relatively simple to transfer all the information. But if their system is like, someone at like some of the data is on Azure, some of the data is on AWS, some of the data is on Google, and what if they have some type of internal like government systems, I'm not sure how it works, right? Or somebody has like maybe a server in their apartment, right? Which I doubt, but I mean, I'm just stating all the possibilities. Um, the data transfer goes from a difficulty level of like maybe 1 to 10. So, is the infrastructure of that your current client going to be broadcast within the RFP?
Well, I believe they host their platform on the Azure platform. So the Microsoft Azure platform. So um, it's my understanding that the export or import of the data shouldn't be complicated because that's a pretty widely used platform. Uh, so that's at least the information that I've been given so far.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, any other questions?
Are you able to share about how many users are on the current system?
Yeah, about, I would say about 200, give or take.
That's a good rough estimate, yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Do you have an ideal timeline for when, if there would be a switch, when the switch would take place?
I know migration typically takes a while. So there's we don't have a timeline set in stone, but I would like to at least start the process sometime next year, the migration process sometime next year. We're starting with the new city council come January, and I want them to I wanted them to walk into a new system, and I know that's not possible. But I would like to present them a new system within their first year.
Great, thanks.
Any other questions? And again, if you can't think of anything right now, just feel free to put it in the portal and get those answered for you. If you're new to the call, please put your name and company in the chat on the screen at the timeline. Again, the bid is due December 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then please don't forget to submit these attachments here on the screen, A through F, with your proposal. And we don't have any other questions. We can call it a day. Any other questions? And again, we'll submit this pre-bid recording to the supplier portal, unit aka Bonfire, for everyone to see. Alrighty.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.